Ewie ewusia mame ema wo akwaba embra eye Dr. Ren eye TV so ewo YouTube sanso na wo hwe me ewo Facebook so me wo akwaba Dr. Ren TV ewo YouTube won subscribe ye bomodi ana subscribe mame senia abreni nyina no me di medwumedi a onso won sabeke bi afen so bomodi ana notification button no so no wa bomodi ana eja wode eja was set in asenia menya basope you'll be notified to say my babet nasi ama ya babetwetwe komo. You know the name, right? D sexy D Ren Dr. Ren meden sempano aba and sempano the bro no dia na just say I've told you say this particular era na woman is all about the truth, and the truth shall set men free. But things be a Joy FM 4% moye. O say Joy FM no master agenda. E wa branch bi wo ho. Na sa branch na na do danko ekufu ado time. Na ono e kan ye the presidential journalist no ni tutututu kwan. Ene ya ekufu ado mo ni NPP akọ opposition no branch no akọ back to Joy FM. It was set agenda no ha. Na medin kan ka kire Ghana for dada. Oti ase say Abranti friend Elvis Elton John Brobino. Ono na set agenda. E de ama Joy FM 4. Aha, we agenda boy or ye Gabi boy. Or ye Nanado Danko Ekufuado boy. Iti Joy FM die. Elton John Brobi wo hono kwa die. Obe set agenda ne dia mamo. Wati ase because obe pushi the agenda of MPP. Gabi Asari Ochirida Akomo. Iti ebedi nkomo afa ho. Uti ase making sure say journalists will act right, because you see media is all about media personality. They are just almost generally as simple, being the mediator between the source of information and the people, undiluted. Uti ase you give them the fact and the truth. But before that, Obi biawa baby I don't subscribe but more than subscribe. Na yenko yeni.
Last week there was the United Nations General Assembly. Even when the President of the United States of America was insulting everybody, African leaders sat there. But when their fellow African head of state is talking, they are busy doing other things. Mm-hmm. Who cast us? Who bewitched us? These are the uncomfortable questions that we must ask here. We have been too nice to each other for too long. The net effect is that if you go into any African environment, if you go to any African school and you ask young men and women, do you want to leave Africa? 9 of them want to run away. That is why they are dying in the Mediterranean Sea. That is why they are dying off the coast of Senegal. That is why they are being humiliated at embassies. You go to the embassy of any Western country, in any African country, and you'll see the humiliation. They ask you, even your great-great-grandmother who died long before you are conceived as an idea. Those are the circumstances in which we find ourselves. Adversity is a problem of humanity, but we must never allow ourselves to be the victims or the agents of adversity. We must allow ourselves to be the conquerors of adversity. On average, many of you who are present here, allow me to be morbid, in the next 40 years, you'll be upstairs. The question is, what are you leaving for your children and children's children? What is it? Senegal, that is why they are being humiliated at embassies. You go to the embassy of any Western country, in any African country, and you'll see the humiliation. They ask you, even your great-great-grandmother who died long before you are conceived as an idea. Those are the circumstances in which we find ourselves. Adversity is a problem of humanity, but we must never allow ourselves to be the victims or the agents of adversity. We must allow ourselves to be the conquerors of adversity. On average, many of you who are present here, allow me to be morbid, in the next 40 years, you'll be upstairs. The question is, what are you leaving for your children and children's children? What is it? Last week.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the question is, what are we all leaving for our motherland, Ghana? Are we going to leave a prosperous nation? Are we going to leave a nation one day you free the scene as well, we all will be proud of? Ladies and gentlemen, menya kanisana na jama mema obi bia akwaba biem o bake indina milo jeseme mo bia atenase eba eye Dr. Ren eye mi TV so subscribe unya subscribe ya na yenko yenim. Now and then come on ye efa eye synopsis no ebe hwe ne family nu ebe fa eye chairman Wontumi na ya hwe ye Ura Jakpa versus a former Attorney General Godfrey Dame. Na enkomo we no say a konye koti asemo a ene esi when chairman Wontumi ekopie mu ewo eye a friend saying okopie mu eye CID Criminal Investigations Department na yentie ne lawyer asemo a odi tu edwa. Na miwia me no wo betwe eye enkomo wo ho me ye a friend is saying eye enhwehwemu bi at case bi wo me nsem a me ye enhwehwemu na case no for the Ghana Armed Forces ho case me di ekire ekobe busome ba ko a etwemu no na me ni di ekire pa free eye Ghana Armed Forces eye the personnel wo mo asojafo no Mubebre no de nsem bia ba beto me manim na working with other people in Ghana no so no my mom mo ye nhwehwemu no bedu be enen wo chena de ne abo ne tofa awie na me de nkomo na ba abontene na Ghana fo nyina ehunu anda na nado danko akufo ado enuem om de ye asojafo na de asojafo no so e de abeto manim ekwan a mo hwese aban no so ebe ye nsachra ye de ama wo mo nkomo no de mu edu. Anything that concerns our armed forces, no, say we have to pay attention to it. What you say, because these are people, men and women who are trained to protect, to also kill, to also defend. In some form, we must pay attention to it. The no, I am ready, and then watch now the na fedi be the Baba to Ghana for you what transpired under a Kufuado. A year time one or test one 8 years. Defense ministry in somewhere course so and a year may he so rest in peace. The former defense minister under a year President John Dramani Mahama when you're baby call. And near my year so Bebo Modia Esia no quine. Men Cassa no lead to the na quench ye wuno, but then I need the new may be a chi. Na San your man so yehwehwemu no so kire ko baabi na me adoma me nyina ma Ghana fo na mo anga samo de akwa adwendwene mu what you say now yentie chairman Wontumi the Ashanti regional chairman for MPP party e Ashanti region the lawyer Andy Apia Kubi papa no a eye ohene Kwame Frimpong e bo no kama e Asante Achim North e G ni seat no e free ni nsem no yenkonkotie no
quite a number of hours now. What happened and what's the update so far?
The update is that we will go to court tomorrow. We're going to get ready to go to court. We say thank you to all of you who have been here with us. And let us also congratulate the police system for being so professional in the discharge of their responsibility. We also take this opportunity to congratulate the Attorney General who has facilitated all this. I will see you in court tomorrow.
Has there been fair cooperation so far? And what are the charges?
Well, the charges are in mining areas, mining without license and all that. But we will discuss that tomorrow in court. But let me commend all of you. And Chairman has been, as you have seen, being very composed and expecting that tomorrow we'll go to court and all of us will help the court in taking a decision that is judicious.
Chairman, I imagine you are maintaining your innocence.
We are not supposed to prove innocence. Our job is to allow prosecution to finish, and then we will come in with our response. Could be submission of no case, could be a defense to the allegations. So, but for now, it's too early in the day to begin to talk about our strategy.
Enti die woman nyina ne se enechema Wontumi ekopie mu wo CID akache na ne lawyer na etie no osinyame adoma wo chena obesa akọ obi na mame enkenkan wo potokase wo say Wontumi legal counsel Andy Kwame Appiah Kubi confirmed that his client has been charged with mining related offenses. The charges are related to mining. Wontumi has been charged with mining without a license and other related offenses, he disclosed. Appiah Kubi further indicated that they are scheduled to appear in court on Tuesday, October 7, 2025. We will discuss that in court, he said, providing an update of his client's demeanor ahead of the court proceedings. Appiah Kubi stated that that he remains hopeful the court will take fair and judicious decision. Chairman has been well composed and expecting that tomorrow, when we go to court, all of us will help the court in taking a decision that is judicious, he stated. The charges against Wontumi are linked to alleged illegal mining activities by Akonta Mining. By Akonta Mining, the mining company the MPP chairman owns. We ene ensemwa ababa betoja Black Family Michia, Swansea Michia, Maga Michia was a noble Michia mo Seidu Memobi Akwa, but now Owens so Ima Sari Michia. Now, the MPP for can say NDC yes idea we just to distract a friend is saying attention. Na me de minim attention crack NDC 4% or NDC 4% were more distracted. But according to MPP 4 no there, almost say nyadia mahama betimi achi obi atum. Nti we no almost say the NDC no way just to distract attention from the poor performance of John Mahama in handling Galamsey. They can't send him to jail because there are people closer to Mahama also doing Galamsey. We MPP for no be asama womoka. And then we are make MPP for say. So when him say NDC ni bi Galamsey. Mem fan tete. Bonidin chere baby a woye Galamsey no. My in fact no yensu yenka ho asem because nobody, no NDC member is above the law. These are simple matters are MPP for Munsia ho nyansa. Samukoto se obi ye Galamsey no ye NDC niya. For evidence ne bra. Na yenka no ho asem se ne tie pepepe. Emo obi ensuru because you see the human body is made up of water 70%. So let's even give and take 50% of our body and if you are watching for people to destroy our water bodies now, so one can now see Mahama abe NDC fonsu yebi intinyadi ya ebechiche ma Wontumi atum na just one kasa wuji tumu se de chema Wontumi ye no enye na mmom no wo kan sisu se enam se NDC fonsu yebi ntino enyadi ya ebechiche ma Wontumi atum meanwhile wo kasa NDC fo yebi no unfa any evidence ma ye meso mu se okay evidence ni die yenka ho nsem emfamboa wansem a wo ka because you know easy say obeka wasem but we need the fact to back in some na momo ka no I betimi aboa. I'm not saying say metie me and I mean say a friend is NDC fo bi yebi oti ase omo a yate se wo mo yebi no ye ba ha ye mfansi ye beka ne pepepepepe. But you see the fact is say Chema Wontumi ayebi no e kire se ese atwe obi bia a wono nso eyebi no ene no ese atwe na so oti ase so that at the end of the day, Ubia best stop it mining in a year our river bodies, mining at places are yen small almost so. So maybe dear, my can say Chema Wontumi asem no. A chekra. By now, Chema Wontumi no. And kawada in some prison 25 years with hard labor for distraction. Because Professor Frimpong's report ready. Where Professor Frimpong cited Chema Wontumi and other people and mining in our forest, any river bodies. Senya Feni be caught up and now can see and see take your time. It's not as easy as no mini abema. I ask answer money enjoy. Trying to play with our emotions and our mind, the money enjoy. Because Ghana ni bi ekoria dia yen hwehwe ne nsem no kra ne tumi chine koto remand. Yes, empempi no esi. But the poor people ne de omo de tumi chi omo ntem ne do makoto remand. But the no aye politician no or links ne de you say ya man bail onko fie no akoni na emu an ne ye hu ne poster edit abonten Chairman Wontumi for a chairman of a MPP party and two kokan so or person okodi chairman intra and yet so okodi chairman intia with dibone and he must face the consequences of the law. He is not above the law, and the law is the law and is the law. Emran and society. Iti Attorney General no omunka wo. If they need more hands, there are a lot of students more real law career motive. More research, no more intentem, no more find if you moon brantem, no more coffee and go court and him. Not caught in chinning to muntem. Walk out, walk bay, walk born in life, what shiny glasses, but not go dance a woman. And took to more geneti said and told to more gradano. This is what we want. Yes, sir. Now, Kofwan some more case, mobile and won't mean to be entomono. Now, yes, ya babe GD. Because you see, justice denied. Justice delayed. Justice denied. Who delayed too much? 10 months he didn't come by now. Was shame? Now get the answer to the Jakpa so. The Jakpa was see down to say the OC a friend saying a hostel now get ya shoe factory be and I they see hospital be and I they are BB near reclaiming the land near Koyanim. And a John grant income was so no crowd 80 years. I said they may make candidates. The fact of the matter, they say, Obi bia wo bo wo man ne krono edi wo man ne wu ene ye wo nkwada obi mu ni nsa ebi ni mu ni nan ne ye man kwofo bi hye glasses no ma betena wo ne ye nam ne so wo mo so. Are we serious as a nation? Democracy ni de yamfa the iron hands and punish people ye democracy no a joke. Oh yes. Your democracy, no, say you're making a deliberate attempt to punish people. It's a joke. You see, the BIA Ghana is a Singapore. But when you go and listen to a year leak when you watch the videos, or say we had to punish people. We had to imprison people for no reason. Just to deter other people. Once upon a time, there was a leader in Singapore. Or mine who no in the 60s no, eba 70s no. Or no echo holidays. The holidays no coin. And yes, or mine chrono. Or the one is can call holidays. Or free holidays ni buy, or free America buy it. Or do airport and a chain no go straight to prison. Unim the intra. You see a kura etisa Singapore. Afe na chrono omu develop it. In this when you see car, there are other places that was Singapore and commit to sika akwa de akwa jono in the family. Na no so etimi akreti a revenue. Ama hotels na was Singapore. And inti enam say one jene Singaporeans hunti a two kwan kwa American tea onko da prison. People were punished just so omoko holidays with their own pocket money. And we know what say oh my Ghana assassin. Wababe say Ghana yensu ayeno. And we are entertaining them. You see, one of the things say, this galamsey, there are a lot of refugees Omaba Ghana, Omugu Ghana, politicians need to say Wontumi mo. Said that far mobile. Yes. Yewo enkofo bi so mo free other French speaking countries are far mobile ye be gu ye forest to mine. Into kona okosia omo nti twi omo nti nkran omo nti nzima omo nti kusa omo nti kusa omo nti hwe de omo nima ne French grand frère qu'est-ce que c'est hey ça no mo de dan remo because yakoso maba and omo too gold no ebi a me catch them say Ghana for no omo too gold no omo too gold no omo doso de na enso dodo no abebre no anso foreigners politicians edika ekofa omo free Burkina Mali Niger especially Niger for no some be mining illegal mining in our forest. You saw the video Ghana Armed Forces and the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and the friend said the IGP and Joy FM and conform more than 10,000. Joy FM report. So what it tells you is under Akufo-Addo, he was supervising illegal mining. When Akufo-Addo said he was putting his presidency on the line, it was a joke. That is the reason why gold mafia, Alistair Matthias, editor, so say he's a gold mafia because no one metri and we employ people to come into our forest to mine. And the our concessions. And when say John Munina no more to gold, Now, for the first time in the history of Ghana, a politician, a chief executive officer, wukono, ne Jakpa Ghana Jakpa asase ye forest, ne janini nini de sing, enim ni fare by, wuno, no dia wa wele dia man wo fase. Michael, otumi wele ya wele etuo ye Ghana Police Service dia. So dia Chimota Forest, or the Fabia man wo fase. Can you imagine? And that was Akufo-Addo's best friend. Say, John, show me your friend, I'll show you my character. Or I'll show you your character, sorry. And now, that behavior, that attitude, that chema Wontumi na wo. Debi ameka say we sa gabi mune sa nkofo no anamoka omasemu a upo bi ano ye powerful wo Ghana na o sign chema Wontumi ho ekobopo a na you are joking. Chema Wontumi oka kire Bawumia say sit here na Bawumia atena ase. Oka kire Bawumia say don't go here, Bawumia nko. He was controlling Bawumia like a remote. Yes. Chema Wontumi no. Abrante na was so obed prapra ye London Adiscom obed prapra one of wiani anaju or Croydon no. Onya opportunity no. Look at what he did. Destroy the nation. Then you hear people talking, say, oh, Joy FM from say, omu ye program be about say, look at Joy FM. I've told you about Joy FM. Maybe Joy FM, minye who a year friend is saying, that is Elton John Brobinam say, MPP, or my shasi, no. Minye who Elton John Brobe wo Joy FM, say, that's it. Agenda na sasi because ono ye agenda man. Ono be seti agenda. The Paul Adomachre ye de ono team o. Elton John Brobe ono team on sre. No ababe ye bonnet tie. No ababe tena ho. Good morning. So today we have so and so we are coming to interview him. So from NDC we are going to interview so and so Malik Basintali na so about Bodimbi. No afraid we no abetena ho. No seti agenda. No the questions na MPP for no radio. Or the questions now MPP, any question and answers, no the amawomo, no a question of Bebusa NDC for no rebata, so the counter. And no set agenda nama. And you see, you will get NDC, you will get them going to this station. Sometimes I ask myself, is it inferiority complexes and our low self-esteem? And then my NDC for running giddy. echo these stations ana. Ayamona mama station EGDO. When you don't go there, people will not pay attention to that station. Oh yes. Because people want to listen to wisdom, knowledge. Not places they be a set agenda. Nyan sebia nim ene polado machebo uno anopanoti Metro News morning show so no debate. This on a MPP you on a MPP personal. No what no debate come. Almost you see MPP when they are in opposition they know how to set the agenda. They will set the agenda and you guys will follow. Instead of you, the government, to set agenda for Ghanaians to come along, and then your mapa mo yeni na we divert the attention. Attention. I say, oh, galamse ni dia. And so John Mahama buy on issue one license in Poma will be all the license do na yehuno under MPP, but because instead of you to employ people that can communicate effectively, then that is the reason why I catch them from January. Say, Mobema Sami Jemfi position. Now, some more money position now. Find somebody to fill in the shoes of Sami Jemfi and give that person that a friend is a liberal role to operate. Somebody wait to me church and say, and I've given you, Mufa Suhine, lawyer Suhine. The Nebrahim minister no mumfano mumpeno with somebody who is very eloquent. We be a tree kase mu akan tree mu obi oye eloquent in English so that they can explain the things. The other day I saw Elikem Kotoko explaining it nicely. I said, so if Elikem can explain this and your man Kosovo Galam saying why is he not talking? It's the same way. It's the same way. Emrana NDC opposition. Bawumia projected himself as Mr. Digitalization. And I called my brother, Elikem, Yaira Kweku. I said, Yaira, you know, said what this man is saying is not correct. Because you were there. The digital center, my pencil, so why are you allowing this man to, portray himself as Mr. Digital Man? And then, Ubia Kasmo, Bawumia de, or Mr. Digitalization. Onim digitalization onim ne faribai onim baby free onim cables dudu ayele onim nipa will see center for digitalization and so a diabon also because you people have allowed it like that. And MPP people, they are smart to buga when they are in opposition. They are the wounded lion. Oh, they were air core mo party mo gede bugiri this and party kabana egu. I'm being honest. But omo party ni ma say kra no enya kono no kra no omo keka omo bom gidigidi nka kranka. That is the MPP for you. That is the MPP for you. The air to MPP say to NDC and party ni ka gu because you people will not have that. A friend is saying that akukudro no because mumba ferry you will become gentle, more calm. MPP for ferry any woman is so. They are out there shouting. They are out there screaming. The loudest. They are out there demonstrating. They are very good in opposition. They are very, very good in opposition. And that is why I'm the Amekacha say, manye, sanyema we are. You guys will be sitting down there and be like, what is all this? What is all this? So clearly, you guys must start punishing the people. No mercy for any cripple. Punish them. Deal with them. You see, this Galamsey issue, say, we are president. You see, the other day, when President shared the CSOs, Michelle President, and I asked myself, and I think I even did a video here, and I talked about it. I did see a picture on and that day, as if and the president looked lonely, or lonely, and so he should think, say, all eyes are on him. Nobody cares about the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Nobody cares about the Attorney General who is always doing plea bargaining. Nobody cares. What people care is the John Dramani Mahama to solve the problem. And he must solve the problem without any fear or favor. Because you see, when you have the truth on your side and you are fighting people, you should not be afraid. These are people who are destroying our very existence as a human being. The existence of Ghanaians, people are what? People are destroying it. And you are just sometimes presidents should also learn not every time you have to try and share a joke. Sometimes the president John Mahama and your baby will share a joke. When it comes to Galamsey, there's nothing called jokes and trying to play, make the case look light. No, let the Ghanaian know, say, you are serious to deal with the people. And that is the reason why me pe abrantie awo Ashanti region. Obaye president after a year CSOs were outlining a meeting in MMDCs now when the region or no my meeting were outlining and you are here. What in the KPIs about what say this is what I'm looking at. Look when I'm from what. Every MMDC we will deal with you. This is what we call leadership. If all the other regional ministers from MMDCs, like I said, will be we will punish you and deal with you. It will stop. It will stop. That young man, I like him and I respect him. The 35-year-old man. I respect that young man. Obi Bia will advise the president to choose that guy. That nipa or recommend a guy in the crown or no crown or no can. May he so rest in peace. No can plane crash no. Or recommend a young guy. No can plane crash no. Papa Sapon. Look at how the guys were friend MMDCs. Free Neko. Yeah, this will be to Galamsey, we are MMDC, we will deal with you. Or be another solution a job. When you go it like that, now for you see the military, people will not. I'm out for an more between say best saying you. Come let's treat this case as a yet terrorism in our country. Etumrebia no mashadama the helicopters nin na muriem no mo hwehwe forest nin near to tiokom places I nim say ahade ye ma o license to operate to tutu mako people will start going home and people will start respecting. You feel it said there is a leader in the country. Let us feel it. Do maybe you sacrifice as a leader. Let me tell you, Jerry John Rawlings sacrificed in 1981. Oh. You may not like him. When I talk about him, my aunties and my moms, they yes, they have their own issue because I understand. But Jerry John Rawlings came to put an end to coup d'etat in Ghana. Whether you like him or not, he came to sanitize the system. One man no be a potential threat. Some be a coup d'etat or clear almost from the system. Or behind the scenes, after the generals are ye bo mutio. May they are so rest in peace. I understand. But or clear almost free seeing him no. One man no young officers are na almost adwene. It put fear in them. I won't say coup d'etat no. Because there be some people, somebody had to sacrifice for the peace of the nation. And it's time John Mahama sacrificed for a year, Sadiewe. Because you are building roads, good. You are employing people, fantastic. See the number from great. Who the system ministers, govern Ghana. Jerry John Rawlings did the same thing. He used system ministers to govern the nation Ghana from 1992. to 1992. Edited about 2000, or you saw 60 ministers. At a point, he was even using less than 50 ministers. So all these things are it is good. But when we cannot get clean water to drink, when we are suffering and we are getting cancerous diseases, people will start pointing hands on you, say, Mr. President, at your time, what did you do? So when I saw that picture, I said, God bless whoever took the picture, because Samimi Kobia, I will tell the president, Mr. President, look behind you. Look on your left and your right. Who do you see? Behind you, nobody. On your left and your right, people are far apart from you. When you look in front, you see many eyes watching you. It means all eyes on you to solve the problem. And you have to solve it. Because you see, gold, things are attached to gold. And you're different. It has its own spiritual implications where human beings will always fight for money. Yes. And that's the reason I've told you, say, Ghana a kura, by now would have summoned Sam Jonah and asked him in 1988. That advice he gave to Jerry John Rawlings, was it out of ill malice? Is it out of professionalism advice to Jerry John Rawlings? And why did he advise Jerry John Rawlings? Say we should allow surface mining, when he knew very well that majority of the people that they gave license to were not given the necessary education as to how to mine gold. And these are the things. I am hopeful. Say we shall overcome the fight against Galamsey. But the approach Ashanti Regional Minister, Western Regional Minister, do same. Western North Regional Minister, do same. Any place I hear mining gold, more regional minister, you should act same. MMDCs, charge them. If you see something, say something. Go after the MMDC. Obi a be ban them pepso so ne district mine and ekoso essay in your sense and say kick that person out of office. Process the person to court. Jail the person. And then a bit to me aboy be kwani. Ebiem Professor Frimpong Boateng report no Attorney General enya afi na okope evidence be a free baby. There is a report there. It outlines and tells you nipa no omudi Ghana ewu. Ewo ho. Mem case number ye ten. Emma case number di 1 year na chairman Wontumi etitifie no abe chairman of MPP. Yes, evidence ni bi wo dada. Use the evidence to punish the people. Nyafi na akweshe chirabe plea bargain. Dr. Akoretinga Ayeni, Ghana's Attorney General. Media, I'm losing hope in you. But as human being, as human as we are, I'll still give you a friend saying the benefit of the doubt to say ubeye juman. Because nyafi ni eba beye de bia na nipa ne ba yamani bill na bill ne do so do. Look, case is there already. Professor Frimpong oye adwuma no oye nhwehwemu no da so ho obobo din wom gabia sarochi da kum nyina din wom wonchichi wo mo na Ghana for ye ho ntoye. That's all. Enyesa Ghana for anymore indi ni ye ai. And already Ghanaians epemasem dada itimumbo adwuma na ehun se adwuma no oba asem oba be. Lovely. Now I'm free one yanko Jakpa. Na you see Godfrey Damiakasa. Then my marriage story. We say over 70 lawyers accompanied Dami to CID ahead of a CID head office over Jakpa petition. Now I'm making kind of story. Former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Godfred Dame has arrived at the headquarters of the Criminal Investigation Department in Accra over a petition for him to be investigated for allegedly fabricating evidence in the famous ambulance trial, which involved the current Minister of Finance, Dr. Kaysel Atufors. And here, his arrival at the CID office comes with Director of Special Operations at the National Security, Richard Jakpa, who was the third accused in the ambulance case, filed a formal petition for him to be investigated for alleged misconduct and attempted fabrication of evidence. According to Ghana Web, some capture about 70 legal practitioners and leading members of his MPP part of his party, the New Patriotic Party. The former Attorney General could be seen sitting in his vehicle as he took instruction from the CID office. Jakpa clashes with Godfred Dame, demands CID investigations into alleged fabrication. Tienhwe story no free Jakpa. Now the Jakpa said, Richard Jakpa, Director of Operations at the National Security, has petitioned the Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police Services to urgently investigate allegations that former Attorney General Godfred Dame attempted to fabricate evidence during the trial of Dr. Atufors and two others. Jakpa also was the third accused person in the high-profile ambulance procurement case involving the then minority leader, Dr. Kaysel Atufors, has stated that Godfred Dame misconducted himself when allegedly solicited his cooperation to incriminate Atufors. In a formal petition addressed to the director of CID, Jakpa detailed that the then AG wanted him to testify in a manner to incriminate the first accused, Dr. Atufors, and to help fast-track the conclusion of the case. Now, as same way in our course now, March 26, 2024, he alleged that the testimony used to incriminate Dr. Atufors after he opened his defense led to the phone call placed to him by Godfred Dame on March 6, 2024. He said he said this happened when he was to appear in the High Court to continue with his evidence in chief regarding the witness statement he had filed. In the phone conversation between the then Attorney General and me, which I have attached to this petition, he suggested that during the cross-examination, I testify, not based on matters personally perceived and understood by me, he stated. And yeah, in Seminole, February. Now, you heard here, Godfred Dame so Ababeka ene. Or say, Jakpa's complaint is baseless and malicious. Godfred Dame to CID. Go we oh mu akukudro na me ka jem no me say MPP for akukudro no mu kra no ho say bi pa na MDC AU super this second coming of John Mahama nka by now Godfred Dame na mu da prison 25 years 30 years 35 40 me nada akukudro no a MPP wono sa akukudro na this current government, and by now, Godfred Dame mo demu 25 years, 50 years. Masaku kudruno. Nananumma NDC, this government be. What did you say, Oka? Or say, former Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Godfred Dame, has categorically denied allegations made by businessman Richard Jakpa, now Director of Special Operations at the National Security Secretariat, and the third accused in the controversial ambulance case involving former majority leader and current finance minister Dr. Kaysel Atufors. Delivering a 50-point statement to the Criminal Investigation Department today, Dami described the allegation as baseless, sour grapes, and a desperate ploy to obstruct justice. He dismissed Jakpa's accusation of fabricating evidence in the case titled Republic versus Casey Atoforsen. 2. Dr. Sylvester Anemena. 3. Richard Jakpa, stating that none of the ingredients of the offense have been made out in the charge against me. I say, any evidence led in that criminal trial. Pardon me. I have not been shown any piece of evidence adduced in the matter, either by the prosecution or the defense, which is alleged to have been fabricated by me. He maintained that he never attempted to influence the testimony of Richard Jakpa, and indeed he was not influenced at all when giving evidence in the case in question. Explaining the legal definition of the alleged offense, Dami stated that the offense of fabrication of evidence entails accusing circumstances to exist, making a false entry in a book, record or account, or forging a document abused as evidence at trial, with intent to mislead a judge, jury, or public office acting in judicial capacity. No act of mine borders on anything that would constitute fabrication of evidence. Oh, Lord have mercy. NDC. And 70 day ewa. Pardon me, mean to mean kind in NDC. Abranti we nya no kasa. Memfa sebi unenaya onanti a otoguso ensere no. Oye mukane sen. The night back one was saying back ni bi. Enye ne na meka menka nsere no. Ene de ne personality. Sa na bia otie. We nya no bag. Na no kate. Ti se apetu pray. Die ntina na no ayede. Because why when ya na adwene ne se enkosi aga. Hwi emfiri mumba. Ye nchini ntum. Ati nyina yete. Ensemu a woka gu phone so conversation e de ma Jakpa. Senka Jakpa an record no a enkene atofos nko dem ka Jakpa nso dem nka Sylvester nso dem, but enam that evidence ana Jakpa wonti assembly ko see say this guy I bold because Osusu said, after all, you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and that's all. Tina Junior ne say, onye bold no onkasa. Esi nkofo bi di n'echi. Kamwa china tu na nkodansa wo mu a, enka nkofo na di n'echi no. Komekwa akosra no wonsa wo. Oh yes. And me hunu emrantie bi a mahye t-shirt. Godfred Dami, then me hunu t-shirt am say, look, they be a ye ni wa for mano. Ignorance, no. The ignorant ones, no. The uneducated fools, no. And you do umbeko. Because you were uneducated wise people. Tina me share that use uneducated fools. Wan kuskus woni fi nyansa. Ebi ya kashi mini ya no. Mini sani. Udrimika ya mani t-shirt. And wako jira no woye dite. Hey, the law is the law. As our CID in Fifemui, and yes, CID crown a bayer in Fifemui. We yet tam court bang. A friend, Republic versus former Attorney General, trying to defame and use what. Mwanga se mo use mo legal terms. Ewo ho. Sharp. Na yedi na se. By kwata next year January there. And now December, November, December na nko dem. Na opokum funding ku. We mu jeja ne sa one na mo pan ono so kwa America wo mabiem. I'm telling you. Dienti a omo busua na bi maka wo Ghana na ye se omo hwe busua japade aso o. Nko dwane ko. I'm telling you guys. Because na me no ka say, eh bedi etu o London, o free ya oko America. Ken oforiata o America, o mu an 6 months ni bewu a no adwane aba UK. Because visa now will cry 6 months, ebe wupe, pain, wababesha. Kamachi na tumua, and kabusia japadi, and gain you be man in coffee one coffee japadi and so. Because Godfrey Dami, onuna air shake kenufuriate japadi be a wagana so. What did the musa or no so de shine or the special London shine or call moon be. Now, Fimo be quackache OSP say, moon declare no wanted. Say no so money or money question she ho na mo yes adia NDC for etodwemara Abrantie we hwe suban fon a wodi as attorney general attorney general semesi a wodi nkofo akọ uwi a o say me nua Kufuado me wo fa Kufuado ese chinchine atwan yenchi atofo se entum because ye ba ye nya nkofo bi anchi wo muntu mu saa ye koto aba nti yanchini ntum ti by force si ye ni ato force ndi nkomo sorry ye ni eye owura ndawura Jakpa ndi nkomo na ye mbɔ modin a manimfa na no asem ndi asem ento eye ato force nso kene yesi di na nka akofom na ka to force nko da insawom. Why are we delaying cases like this? Why? Now no, madam for ye Oliver back up Vomao. I say, Ren, Charlie Atayao, and they go holidays. Ataya, be like say, my bro, you too, you for give up, make we all go on holidays because the people we are not seeing any action. We are not seeing the action. The action we want, we are not seeing it. Because these people. Bedi eto video no amede beto abontini a oyewe MPP for si o video no amanfo no Dr. Ren office odi to ho no bedi eto no nkofo back but I say comment wa si nyina mu nyina support bedi eto so mo bompa ya ma no so nya ahoɔdene. I'm saying by now jo ma by na wacheche mu nyina makotutu mu a ka by now Ghana no nka yenya sane people were crooning. And look at the people. Time ben na mubachi we munyina akwakoto. Mutwanya na sa about 20 ba bedu Ghana for beka so about 20 na mo yesa. Si prekunam wo we ne shoulder. So try ben wono ye ginentem. 9 months enough to put all these people in prison. I'm telling you. Because Office of Attorney General no nkwa na ye adwuma wo. Oko Attorney General Office kese no esi wono a owo workers a wono mu ye adwuma. Owo researchers a wono mu ye adwuma. Engineer no omo ye abosom ye omo gi aketua. Adwuma ben no omo ya eni nti sa adwuma we kokokokokokokokoko. Ye ntumi mfa wo mo nkokot. Munchire yen 9 months nipa mo na kwa akogina court si apart from Kwabena Dubuan no krampo kobra sa ye hunu no we ye hu hwe ukoka o ana afe no maba ana munya time omo de afe no maba sa 1 year ewrie we November December no de say ja obese eno de call holidays so November December de call holiday and the parliament impon ye ntimi mbie according to Speaker Agbambabin Parliament esen ke bie na ene no yesi a postpone di also another be na ese mu bi o si onim time obebie parliament menim metete say yesi kasemu say I don't know And remember, when you have the goodwill of the people, say, when you get the will of the people at your disposal, we are actioning them. The time a man for any bebaswa or my Jew or my home, no matter what say, yeah, that was a we. But how many people are comfortable? Send your Kwame Nkrumah catch the African leaders and say, let's go for Africa. Africa, friends, say unity now, Africa Union now, because when you people get comfortable and you are now using convoys and having bodyguards and your wives can travel and other complacency, the enjoyment, a bad thing. This is the time. Doctor we don't need this kind of hell of press conferences. This actually, if you want to arrest them, arrest them. If you can't arrest them, keep your mouth shut. Period. Then let's know, say, you are all the same. Period. Don't come and waste our time with press conferences. I don't know whether if you think, say, your people, your constituents should just come and see you, Dr. Akuritinga, wearing glasses and making yourself as a fanciful man. I don't know whether if you belong to those anchors, fancy in Takrade, they be not be check glasses. Be now these are empty words to the people on the street. Charlie, these are empty words for the people on the street too. Me see me ni koli. Me who NPP for omu ria Ghana sika omu top private jet here omu de London. Yes, will be say I am saying it. And I saw the same NDC people dying with these people. You think we are kids? Can't say yankwada. I saw them with my eyes. That's what I can't tell you. There are a lot of things on my phone that I cannot share. There are a lot of things on my phone I can't share. I told you people, say, MPP Lucia, majority of the MPP people, they will come here in London. I know where they live and where they dined with NDC for. You people are jokers. If they are not telling you, you are just a bunch of jokers. Wasting Ghanaians' time. Coming to tell me, today, Yachi Wontumi a money bill. Adebechi Yachi Wontumi a money bill. What kind of jokes with it? These are jokes. These are just jokes. Huh? When American Attorney General moves on you, oh, well, evidence are there already. When they are coming, they come. Now come on that time, Grandpa Manko for 70 be Attorney General Echi Mbeye de Deo police headquarters. You people are a bunch of jokers. Say you nepa 70 and the Attorney General Godfrey Damiechi. Somebody ya tenese on phone so catch in Deura Jakpa. For your information, let me tell you, sometimes Jakpa gets sad with the way I'm managing Ghana. I'm telling you, I know people closer to him who gives me the information that sometimes he gets sad. That is this the NDC, the Jerry John Rawlings NDC? Mama Mia. He gets sad. Because Wontumi Busano says, what did we even fight for? You see, let me tell you something. I think last time I did a video, I told you, me see Papa Penny be invite me when you fee. Or catch me say me what I say, Brana Beshadi. And I went to this man's home here in London. And then go for be to London there and go for the anketinketi. Unisika now da yeketiketi. Me nim Ghana for nimu bia omutia omufie no omutete castle ankasem nye fie ketwa. Look, me call Oluman fie. You see, Oluman se me from enim behwa ade. Me dey menim say normal ja woni swimming pool bi ni ade na ya tena na bia ya wie bia rabbit bi ni grill bi ni ja Oluman oni meduane nua pa, Oluman me mboni din cause menim say me kan kofo bi ni me no. Na me call ye. Oluman na ye party. Ni efi otaye party pa. Me call ye MPP ni NDC fo yi bi. MPP for you, maybe a sicanibi, or Sibra, or Fasibra. Woman at Uncle Moody. My catcher must say. Some me when in a man promoted force, or more the pressure, but to some paying 4 ways so. I'm more many I dinning to punish corrupt officials. More amuyen chiriman, ubebrewu. Because these people are building their families to take over the nation, just like they did in 1966. So watching we do call baby. I'm power watching will demand me call baby or buy or no drive papa penny drive by me fee pine but time me ye call am kosha dia Luton Airport and what they mean ko Luton Airport say won't play no jina ho abrantie no akuma no an what tifie wo o man no car say we are there containers there the plane is one the plane in this one or on a private jet e kuro no a enkofo nyansuo no no obi private jet ne si one e kuro no a enkofo ho kyere wo mo no obi private jet ne si ha no owie ye no woni mu nua no na ato nsa wo mu didi wa me die wo mu nyina ya me wo fa asene and I keep telling them at the time beba inyamrantie ne maba wo bia who will not go after money but they will go for Ghana, fight for Ghana and demand that the nation be built just like Kwame Nkrumah. This time you need be. And that is the gospel truth. And now, you didn't call court. Echina I bet you way. So much na youth no yebu fua. Ne I said ama aye doctor aye ni abegina ho. Be ka kire youth ni say achi Wontumi. Be ka kire Wontumi say wamba ne enridi. Why na ka kire wo say me pese me chi wutuma. Just say wo by force na be reading. Can't I send a friend saying the offices of a year there to Wontumi fear to even read a year channel. So I say Wontumi ba near King kind of right man. Me make a nonsensical. They are playing with our minds. That akuritinga ayeni is as useless as a tissue. Onye huti. Now say I'm a tea say make can answer more or show me YouTube. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I've got his personal number before I did be man. So that Dr. Red, if he comes to Ghana, you cannot do me shege. If you're a frafra or the gati, I'm also in Zima. There's nothing you can do me shege. I've heard it. And I'll keep saying it. Because when you're dear Jumana man, do their job. Do their job. People are paid. They must do their job. People are paid with Kayaye's money, taxpayers' money. And you come and sit somewhere. Almost a youth name Ebu Befuane so can baby. I told you, sir, even the deputy attorney general is frustrated. Even the deputy attorney general, I told the people, what is my boss doing with this case? But because he's deputy, he cannot override what the boss can. Now boss abejina no ahihye ntade pampin papa penyin toto enrantie no abejina no so obo life o said these are look work. When you come to UK, when you see the real Lord, those who are I mean barons in law, are these lawyers, are these esquires, are these barristers, are these solicitors, these are people they don't care about what they wear. They don't care about wearing dark glasses as if they are working for a KGB or CIA or MI6 or whatever. They come after you with the law. And this attorney general. Unko fa a year. Marita Bruno, one in London. Country is Unko Ghana. Unko Bua Papano. More money position. More money Unko Bua Papano. More employ in the service. Because Papa we the way and me who and our friend Wontumi and a Branambe King Kai will write in Chrewo. Hey. The Okoria coconut when you be man King Kai and write in Chrewo. Huh? Bibusamu. Huh? There were more chrono ye chi no edne ko cells or the remand yenkodi na se. De bia ne akotam ne free insan won prison ne edna back court, high court, criminal court. Ade ya so we mobile phone, we businessman be mobile phone makuma say we makuma 20. Only the only kind so be a plea bargain. Oh, one that said Godfrey Dame, ebe jina can some fun way. Mimi nim Jakpa. This case are Jakpa the buyer no, or they be tested the Attorney General. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you whether this Attorney General will work. Because he's delaying things. And Jakpa is a smart man. Very, very smart. Very smart. But he gets sad. So these people are not doing what they expect them to do. And ye train and the way cocoa the way as if a case no I see a didn't marku be a didn't marku be hey what it was na pine can of rata jane what it was na bounty pine omu free crony amo betna na house am go for free crony ora Jakpa no asem what they buy or they testing one kasa so work and let the people believe say mu ye adwuma no. It's not about taking pictures, going to sit, dinners. No, I'm here. Ade betena Dr. Akuritinga ayeni. No one am here say no J fans no. Tena office na ye adwuma no. Tena office na ye adwuma no. Anka Attorney General denka by now. Nka Republic versus Godfrey Dame. Republic versus Wontumi. Republic versus a friend is saying cases bebre na ki dino gidi. Amam for kokotesa. Unim kofua. Aye Jakpa makwachi wo mo gu aye national security blue gate and so Godfrey Dame aye friend say Attorney General delay case in konfo bebre wo sin konfo aya chi wo mo no ho uni ha anano aye MPP for president aye friend say running mate ba o mi running mate wa meka chem so no okọ yoko ne okoba de bia ya koso a wo mu nyina. But anyway, to waba UK or Ginny waba conference. A friend is saying, "Aye, Matthew Poku Prempe waba UK. When you want to buy, when a friend saying, Nana Boachimon a buy, or UK. I was supposed to go and meet them, but Mr. Minko, I mean Jima Home. What I say? Because I was somewhere yesterday. The whole of yesterday I was somewhere, and I was with some of them in Canada. And they keep telling me, they keep telling me, Ren, oh, how, Obeba join the MPP, no, I join the MPP, be now, who go for a woman to mean Cheyenne. Woman to mean you who take. You know, I'm on a coba. This is what they are telling me. And they were here. John Dramani Mama, president of this week, actually say, Obi Anko Geokra, and then Nanabi, and then Nanabi, what here, but I can show you videos. Videos, need to have a person with the Baba. As I can create a debate to a bunty or Bedia told you, and I'm way. And they send me a friend and say, Can Oforiata dear, me Uncle Sama contact the send me free America buyer. I'm going to say, hey, now Papa will down with your this in. As our papa we saw no NDC new. Yes, I'm so no cry no or can some ambassadors no never and send on can for at Jina. A dear no more can come over no moody. A bedroom ribino, you will be a metana beam. Because John Mama is the hope and in Nanya and Mujidi. And if they cannot punish these people, then we might as well just look out and see whether if we can find somebody like Elon Musk to come and give me some money, then form a third force party, so that a bit me Afghana for independent minded, both men and female. That is what maybe perhaps I have to dedicate my time and energy to look for financiers to come and fund a third force political party. If not, we came, we did it for people to see. Memo be me blame say na Dr. Ren na yaebi. Nipa ya de enso osayi. To de bia metie me nua ketwa osagefo eye baka voma wo metie ne futuo. Osebra pen me de me kogema home. Kodi ekono de hope ni ho. Ti se oba mi akwa akogye ya home ya yenje ya home. Cause the econo hope ni. Nam se de na ekwa hope ni. Yankofo de omuye. yentimi nchinkofo case ne da ho clear omo ankasa nua ye cases da ho dada yentimi nchiwo bia ena na say wochina say goyi we be kwa chinkofo aba bedu yoko we be kwa chinkofo yentimi prosecute wo. What is the attorney general doing? So was he mentioned the names? The NDC guys was dining with him. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm sorry. These days, some of the stories no cry. You be cry no. You who the echo. You never too a chere kenofurata so London and kwesiaga. A chere kenofurata in America and kwesi hwe. Kenofurata wa America. You have a year Ghana a year embassy ewo USA. Ghana embassy ne wo USA ne. You were attaché officers, military officers omo ye adwuma. Omoboa a the ambassador. A Victor Smith ewo USA ho. Baby a ye chere ye de nsem nyina ma Ghana ambassador to USA ya chere baby a kenofurata te. The Ghana embassy in the USA, no. They will move in and go and arrest him and bring him to Ghana. If we now mention, we now wins. I'm sorry, it is kind of thing, no. Because the people that matters to do their job, they are not doing the job. I'm not here. You see, sometimes people should get it. I'm not here looking for followers. Fine. If I get more people watching me, I like it so that the information will go far. But some of us, we are here really, really working for the nation Ghana. God bless our homeland Ghana, make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever. As a grandson of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, yebedi no kre beka answer. Ya hwede Nyankopon di Ghana de boko akudu. Ebi omati, they will start send a friend say Oforia Taba Konika, no. They will buckle up. We've left them. We've Minister for Rules as one no friend say I'm Takai. We've left them. We buckle up. We're doing Ebi they will work hard. Omaya faster because John Mahama, how many years now? Less than 3 years, 6 months now. Less than 3 years or 3 years, 3 months. Ufria kunyaso. Tabe na mudi nkofo beko kota mi ajiche nkofo. Tabe. Na togbe afede kind. Stay on. They are oral no. Togbe afede waka. Wasi oral no. Munya nentem. Togbe afede waka. Edi ntini woka. Electro chem. Sika manfu area. Osla owusu makachere baby a Esla owusu te. Me kachere mo. When Esla owusu free Ghana or partner Cote d'Ivoire, I told you people. Say Esla owusu working the documents to come and live in UK. Munya nentem na monkwachi Esla owusu machere mo baby okoye of free Ghana eko Cote d'Ivoire. There is a guy in Cote d'Ivoire or your friend is saying what Forest Bureau or mo transfer or musika free Ghana e de koma branch no Cote d'Ivoire. One of a year for boy, the grandchildren, he were big. He's a big guy there. A Kufuor more that connect. Transfer sike free Ghana called la Cote d'Ivoire. A transfer sike from Cote d'Ivoire to a friend is Morocco. From Morocco, Pine. They are called 2 Cayman Islands. The children will be a Eslawusu Nama Walker. And there was also nam so a person be deputy MPP women's organizer. Obedi free abrochri. Because I know free Morocco, no, I'm Singapore. Or free Singapore, no, about back to Morocco. Oh, man, go for no more years. He says, can only be attitude to be fine. Oh, yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, may the men sembesia. What you say? Aye, may the men sembesia. I may add more. I'm repemono, a besa baba betuaso. Needing common. Meaning say Martin from the grapevine said president say ebi obeye reshuffle be ebia next year early next year or middle next year ye hwe nim de bebe bia no omba mesom o my Ghana mfama. God bless us all.